to leave, already packed.
Hello and welcome back to a clean and undecorate for fall with me. Yesterday I actually started filming this video right before we went out trick-or-treating, and honestly the day just got away from me. I started to film our kitchen, undecorate and clean, but we got home from trick-or-treating, our son just had a meltdown. He's almost 2, so we're just at that phase of life right now with the toddler terrible twos. So I just try to film as much as I can when available. So I'll insert this clip here. That's why I'm wearing something different. It just seems like it's a different time of day, so that's why. But I'm so excited to film this. I don't know if anyone like you, but I am so excited for Christmas this year. I found some really cool, more simple pieces. We've always just kind of used any Christmas decor that I've collected over the years, as well as gifts that we've gotten for some people, but Shane and I discussed it and we kind of wanted to go a more simple route this year. If you watched my fall clean decorate with me, I will link it here. You can see we did more of a minimalist approach and I absolutely loved it this year. It was so easy for me to clean and it was not super overwhelming with all different colors, but yet we still brought in enough of the seasonal touches. So that's kind of my goal this year for my Christmas decor. So if you want to see my holiday decor haul that I did from TJ Maxx, you can find it right here. And I'm still going to try to upload a Walmart shop with me as well as a Hobby Lobby shop with me if you want to see what's in stores right now. It's crazy. Christmas decor has been already in most stores at this point for about a month now. I actually tried going to our local Target in our last video and I was so disappointed. They had nothing out. I even went again the following week and they still didn't have anything out. So I know most Targets throughout the country already have restocked. Maybe ours finally did this week, but I don't feel like driving all the way up there again for 45 minutes just to see, and then for them not to even have it. So unfortunately I just think that's what our Target is in our area. But first I'm going to get started just cleaning up our spaces. We had a very busy weekend between trick-or-treat. We had birthday parties. We tried to get Declan outside as much as possible, so a lot of the household chores were on the back burner. Shane got a ton of stuff done outside, which is awesome. He was able to rake and mow. We were to power wash our patio. So we're just kind of get the house ready for winter. Let me know below how you guys prepare your house for the winter season, if there's anything special that you guys do. So this is my second video for Christmas 2021 and I'm so excited to do this year. So you will see more of my actual clean and decorate, or I might just do my decorate with me, and I'm going to try to break it up into 2 or 3 parts depending on how busy we are. And I also will have a DIY video for you on 4 different DIY Christmas activities and you can do. All right, let's get into it. Before I clean or undecorate or decorate a space, I like to declutter first. Our kitchen is our catch-all space, especially this double island. I love it and it's super convenient, but it just gathers everything that walks through the door, gets thrown in that space. As you can see out here, Shane is outside power washing our patio, and I just want to take a look at the trees. I couldn't believe how much our leaves have changed in a matter of a couple of days. They're beautiful. So I can never feel like I'm being productive until my sink is empty. So I went ahead and loaded the dishwasher, and I'm just cleaning up the few things that were left over from lunch in our sink.
About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions, we'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow, we can.
I was noticing a slight odor that was coming from our garbage disposal, so I'm just wiping it down with white distilled vinegar. Then I'm going to add some essential oils and some ice and then run the garbage disposal just to break up, sharpen the blades, and refresh that garbage disposal. Where we live here, the temperatures have dropped down to the 30s at night and starting to see a frost. I'm getting so excited for this upcoming holiday season. I don't know if it's because it's like Declan's first year where he actually truly understands what's going on at Christmas. Last year he was, he was like 8 months old, 9 months old. So he kind of understood what was going on, but it was more just like, hey, I'm with family and friends. Look at this cool Christmas tree. But this year he's actually interested in reading Christmas books. He sees Santa and he gets excited. So anyone who has littles, let me know what age when your kids actually showed interest in the holidays for the first time. I don't know if anyone else is really annoyed with their Tupperware containers, but this is a solution that I found. I just put everything into a basket, organize them by size and lids so that I can just pull them out and then load them up when the dishwasher is clean and just put all those in there. It so makes life so much easier to be able to find everything in one spot. This is also Declan's little cabinet here. I just loaded up with all of his things. It's actually nice to be able to open up one and be able to grab everything out. Also, does anyone else have endless stacks of masks? This little catch-all container here is great. We put like our sunglasses, pens, any loose change. Shane sometimes throws like keys in there. We also have all of our extra masks that are clean that I've washed. It's kind of nice because I can just tuck it under this upper level, but I just feel like random things tend to gather in there. So I try to empty that out at least once or twice a week.
Take my hand, we'll make it somehow.
These roses here are actually from our 4-year anniversary that Shane got me. We actually got married on the 28th of October, the same weekend as Halloween, so we always have a lot going on the same week. Also, this is our leftover Halloween candy. We had this entire bin here full. We ended up just going to Costco getting their jumbo packs, and we were surprised we even had anything left over. So what is some of your favorite Halloween candy that you guys love to indulge in, or what do you like to sneak out of your kids' candy baskets? Here I'm just using the Mrs. Meyer's Acorn Spice all-purpose cleaner. I know I've been trying to convert over to only using more natural products, but something with this scent is like my all-time favorite. I love clove or cinnamon scented things, and this is perfect because you can use it in the fall and it carries over easily into the holiday season. So I'm going to actually try to see if I can find an essential oil recipe that's very similar. I know some people that use Young Living have suggested the Thieves spray because it smells very similar to this. So that's something I'm probably going to actually ask for Christmas, is maybe points towards getting the bundles for the Young Living cleaning products. Because we went with more of a minimalist holiday decor theme for this year, honestly, cleanup was such a breeze compared to previous years. Honestly, we only had one tote. The only thing is I might actually consider getting more because I'm thinking about doing more like actual Halloween decorations now that Declan's getting older. So my one tote is primarily just fall. So here I'm just taking everything off of my coffee bar. This is what I'm so excited to decorate for Christmas. It was probably my favorite space last year. We spend a ton of time. Shane and I are avid coffee drinkers as well as most of our family. So this is an area where we like to gather. I also like to do like a little tiny hot cocoa station as well, like most people, but I don't want to make it like overwhelmingly only hot cocoa because Declan's still too young to actually really drink hot chocolate, but we'll still have something for our guests if they want to have their own here. I'm curious, would you guys be interested in me filming a video on some of my favorite holiday drinks in regards to like mocktails or cocktails as well as like coffee drinks? I know a lot of people are interested in finding like new upcoming drinks that they can serve to their guests, and I feel like this Christmas a lot of people are making up for the lost time from last year not being able to gather with quite as many family members. So that's something I actually really love doing. So if you are interested, just let me know in the comments below. All right, this is as far as I got on this Sunday. Like I said, we went up trick-or-treating and Declan just was a mess when we got home. So we decided just to carry on the next day.
About to see.
The cooler weather, I was just craving a good soup. So we haven't had white chicken chili in such a long time, but I wanted to show you how I make it. It's really simple. So I just put 2 chicken breasts in my Instapot and cooked it on high pressure for about 18 minutes. They were frozen. So then I pulled them out, dumped the water, put them back into the Instapot and shredded it with a hand mixer. That's the best way to get shredded chicken. So I went ahead and added the green enchilada sauce, some mild rotel, some white beans for the chili, as well as a little thing of just regular can of the green chilies as well. So I just go ahead and just dump all these in here. I do get the larger can of the green enchilada sauce just to add more flavor to the broth. You can always vary it based on the spice level that you like. We like ours a little bit bitier. So then after I mix all this up, I go ahead and add 4 cups of chicken broth in, and then I just put it on the slow cooker setting on the Instant Pot. You can use a regular crock pot as well, and I just did it on high for 4 hours just to marinate like all the flavors together. If you would like a creamier based white chicken chili, you can always add I think it's 1 block or half a block of cream cheese, or I always just like to mix in sour cream at the end with some cheese. You can also add some tortilla strips, avocado, whatever you like. Holly's always my little shadow anytime I film these. Most of the time I film them during Declan's nap time, so she's taking advantage of not being attacked by him all day long, so she's just resting on the couch here. I absolutely love this blanket. It's a Barefoot Dreams dupe that I found at Target by Threshold. I can go ahead and link it for you here below. It was only $25. I absolutely love it. Now I'm just putting away Declan's tablet. We actually bought this for long road trips for him, and we try only to use it like a handful of times, but he recently found it. So now I have to figure out a different hiding spot for it. Do you guys have any tricks of limiting screen time for your little ones? Stay tuned at the end here and I will show you exactly how I label all of our tubs. So you'll see here, I'm just going ahead and pack. I have no rhyme or reason like how I actually pack up my things. I just always tend to do like the softer pumpkins on the bottom, and then I wrap my ceramic ones here. So I also roll up this blanket that we have, and I try to use it as padding as much as I can, as well as hand towels. It makes it a little bit easier. So I'm just going ahead and removing all the decor that we have throughout our house, and mostly in our living room here. You can see here the white canvases in the back there. I'm planning on actually painting my own canvas art at some point. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, but I put it up for size reference. Now I'm just cleaning off our entryway table here. This is probably one of my favorite areas when you first come in our front door. I have some really cool plans for this space for our holiday decor. I picked up some really cool candlesticks, which I included in my fall decor haul video. And then I usually like to do a lot of greenery stems more with like a little bit of red sprigs throughout, or white. I don't like to do a ton of just red or a ton of just green. So I'm going to go more of a greenery neutral color theme this year. I was actually surprised at how much the pampas grass actually shed across the top of our mantle, even though it's artificial. So I just am going to wipe that down. I'm going to try to clean up this coffee table. This is where Declan lives. He plays all of his toys. He snacks. Dirty hands everywhere, milk gets spilled on it. So I try to clean this off at least once or twice a day. I feel like that's all I do between cleaning up his high chair and this table here. Like I said, in the past, Shane actually made this coffee table for us for our old home, and it's actually the perfect size. It's really long and oversized, and it's the perfect length for our extended couch. Here I'm just adding the bowl that I actually got from Studio McGee, and some of the leftover white pumpkins with some of the pine cones. So my plan is for Christmas time is actually to fill this with some greenery pine, and then just adding like larger pine cones or ornaments. Let me know, do you think we should do ornaments or pine cones? I really need to find some new prints here of family photos and updated ones. We still have maternity photos up, but I actually loved one of my friends was our photographer, and they turned out absolutely beautiful. They matched the flow of our house perfectly. Now I'm just cleaning up our entertainment center in the playroom here. We used to have a TV, and we decided we don't need 2 TVs right next to each other, so we took that out, and I'm just cleaning up this display area here. For Christmas, I would love to try to find some little kid village pieces that aren't really like as breakable, or the kind of like, I don't want the over-the-top Candyland girly stuff, but I want to find something more gender neutral. So let me know if you guys have found any out in the stores yet. This is another area that I would like to add a little bit more, maybe some print framed photos on the one side of our wall here. It's very color neutral now that we removed our wood flooring out of here and put the tile in, but I love it how like classy it looks. I honestly don't really add a ton of extra touches just because it is a bathroom and germs do float around more often, but I'm looking for some more simple pieces. So I like to use the vase I have with the white stems here, but I'm probably going to put more greenery in, and I have that little black bowl. And I'm going to switch out our hand soap for the Mrs. Meyer's pumpkin for the snowdrop. That is probably one of my favorite scents that I was able to find over the last couple of years. I've only been able to really find it at Target, or you can order online, I'm assuming, but it's like the perfect scent of like mixture of like pine, but then like crisp, like light floral scent. It's so hard to explain that, but it's like very much a like more natural scent rather than like artificially. I absolutely love this. It's beautiful. Plus it works so you can keep it up all winter long. It's not just like Christmas themed. One thing that drew Shane and I to this home was the fact that there was no carpeting anywhere in this home. I absolutely love it for my allergies. Our last house, I was so congested all the time. But it makes cleaning so much easier here without having any rugs. We have area rugs in Declan's room and our living room where we are on the ground often. Also downstairs in our basement in the entertainment space. But I just love knowing that like I have control over where I want carpeting. Let me know, do you guys prefer not to have carpeting, or do you prefer to have the plush areas in your home that you spend the most time? I'm actually on the hunt for some good rugs for here in our kitchen. I'm looking at the ruggable ones. The thing is that where our sink and our oven are located, it's kind of like, it's not the best spacing to be able to do like a long runner like most islands because things are a little bit off-centered. But there's one in particular that I'm really into. It's like a neutral colored like vintage rug where it has a lot of the neutrals and blacks and whites and cream color in it. So I'm probably gonna see if I can price that out and see if they have any Black Friday sales. If any of you have ruggables, let me know. Is it worth actually buying them?
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling. I figured I'd show you a quick peek of our laundry room makeover. We had our floors done about a month and a half ago. You can see my footsteps. I probably have to go back over that again. But we had these done, and we had the octagon, and they're black. It has a little bit of a like green undertone to it, but we went with the raven color grout to make it look seamless. We had this done in our bathroom, powder room, as well as our laundry room. So we painted our walls here. I think it's Sherwin-Williams Colonnade Gray. Let me turn the lights on for you. It's more yellow, but it's this really pretty, like warm tan color that's throughout our entire house. So this past week, Shane actually finished this board and batten. It's more like the Scandinavian skinny slat. So we just matched it down with our baseboards, and then we put, I think it's like a 1/16 of an inch gap in between each board here. And then we ordered these hooks off of Amazon. I can go ahead and link those for you if you're interested. I believe these are the Amazon Basics. I think they were like $14 for this set of 5. So this goes down the whole length of our wall here, and there's like a little ledge here. We just have a few areas we need to touch up. And then my plan is I want to find one of the laundry symbol posters to frame and put right here. I think they look really cute. And then I don't know what to do up on this wall. Maybe I'll frame like 3 different laundry things across. I just really don't want it to look like farmhousey as much as I can help it. So that's why we went with the skinny slat, like Scandinavian look more than like true farmhouse. It's not like actual shiplap. So it's pretty easy. We have a feature wall in almost every room in our house, but this one we went with white because the floor is so dark and it is a darker room. We have the same cabinets throughout our whole house where these smooth white finish has like a liner on it with the silver poles, but this one has the black trim on the top. So we didn't want to add too much color. What this light's turned on to in our closet here. But yeah, so this is our feature wall design. So if you guys have any ideas of what we could put above here, should we frame artwork or do something fun up here, or just leave it as is? Let me know in the comments below. The sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know
If you're looking for some really good stems, always check out your local craft store, or I like to order some from A Floral. That's where I actually got almost all of our wedding flowers to make my own bouquets. They are really reasonably priced and they ship really quickly. It's definitely worth checking out.
Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling.
Got these dried bunny tail stems from Hobby Lobby and their dried floral section. They are actually some of the best dried flowers that I've been able to find at any craft store. So definitely check them out. They're usually tucked in back by their clearance section.
Falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
I'm going to walk you through exactly how I make my labels for my tubs here for my holiday decor. So I have Cricut Design Space. So I currently have a Cricut Explorer Air. It came out probably in 2016. There's much newer ones that have come out. I actually just saw on Costco that they have a bundle deal for the Cricut Maker for like $250. That's a steal with all that comes in it. So it's really easy. You just type in text and you can type whatever font, size. You can do arched font, like any type of like designer studio that you would ever use, like Adobe or anything. It has the same concept as that. So you just type in what you want. I also selected the BAT SVG, so I downloaded that to my computer, and it just removes the background, so all you have is the image. So I select the cut image rather than the print then cut, and then I just saved it to my device. So then I inserted it into my document on which I was creating, and I went ahead and just cut those out individually. Now you can use this for different various types of backgrounds. You can use vinyl, you can use iron-on, cardstock, whatever you would like, whatever project you're making. But for this particular project, you're going to want the vinyl. So I ordered mine in a bundle set from Amazon a while ago. I have various different colors. My favorite pack is their metallic one. So for this project, I am actually using, it's like a coppery color. It's really pretty. So I needed something that would pop against the gray, but we actually just ran out of black. So I figured this coppery color would be the next best option. So I'm just going to go ahead and duplicate and do 2 of the Halloween and 2 of the bats and do one on either side of my tub. So I'm going to roll this out, and then on your document you can see roughly like the size and the width that you might need. So I measured ahead of time, and then I roll out my vinyl. I cut the strip designated to the side that I need. I place it with the white size down. Now, if you use iron-on, you're going to need to flip it and reverse it as well. That just makes it easier to iron on because you have to do the reverse image of it. But if you do any type of vinyl, you're going to want just the white side down and the colored vinyl facing up. So I just go ahead and add a little painter's tape to the corners to make sure it stays down. My mat is a little bit older, so it's not quite as sticky as it used to be, but this is a trick that I found to make sure it stays in place. So once this is ready and I selected the vinyl setting on my machine and have it matched to my computer, I go ahead and hit the load button. So I insert my Cricut mat into it and it loads in, and then you'll hear like this chirping sound when it's ready. So then you hit the Cricut button, and then it will go ahead and cut out the exact design that you would like. If you are looking for a good gift idea for yourself to tell family members, this is definitely worth it. This paid for itself 10 times over the last few years, and allows you to customize anything you'd like. You want to do your kids' lunch bags, if you want to do custom t-shirts for a get-together, you want to do a cute little mug for the holidays. Like, there's so many different things you can do with this. It's definitely worth it. So I'm no Cricut expert by any means, but I'd say I'm probably a novice at this point. I've done so many projects over the years. It's definitely worth it. So definitely suggest that to your loved ones. All right, so now I'm just repeating the process to do the Halloween vinyl cutout as well for the label. So this process takes 2 minutes max. So once that's done, I'm going to go ahead while that's cutting and cut out the bats and just save some of my leftover vinyl squares. I have a whole basket full of them just so I don't waste anything. So this is called the tweeting device. So I just go ahead and pick out the negative material that I'm not going to use. And you can use clear transfer tape, but I actually just ran out. So this is a trick that I found. If you use regular painter's tape, it has a non-stick surface, so it's really easy to peel. The trick is you have to take your scraper tool and rub it over top to make sure that it adheres to the blue painter's tape whenever you go to peel off the backing. So here I just lined it up to figure out where I want to put it. I realized that this tub has an actual indent and most of mine don't, except for this bundle that I got. So I'm going to have to put the Halloween label vertically down the side, and then I'm going to put the bat in the dead center. So if you look quickly, you're able to see the bat and know, okay, Halloween decor. But I just realized now that I probably should have labeled it fall instead. But I'll probably use these tubs whenever I build up my Halloween collection here. The trick is to make sure you have a nice clean surface before you adhere your vinyl. And when you pull off the tape, make sure you pull it sometimes on an angle or a straight like 90 or 180 degrees, because sometimes it does stick still to the painter's tape. So I just take my scraper and rub it down a little bit more so it adheres better. So I'm going to repeat the same process for the bat once I get the Halloween label on. And honestly, this was so quick and easy to do. I don't know if, like, some people sit down and label all their bins at one time, but I'm somebody who I like to do it as I go, because I feel like I switch out my bins often once I like build up my stash. So once I know I have like the exact amount that I'll need, then I'll probably go through eventually and label everything the way I would like. But for now, this works. Like I said, this was quick and inexpensive. I think this whole project maybe is like less than $1 to do total. This is actually a great reminder to go check out any of your home decor stores to see if you can find any leftover Halloween stuff. I saw that Target, most of their stuff is actually currently 75% off, so definitely go check it out. For watching my clean and undecorate for fall with me. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, hit the like button and hit the subscribe for more. Stay tuned because I'll be filming a bunch of holiday content over the next 2 months, getting you ready for the holiday season. If there's any suggestions of videos or content you would like to see, please comment in the link below. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day.